Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 12th episode of the Morning Chisme. If you are joining here on Spotify, welcome, or watching on YouTube. We're so excited that you're here. Sister, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Happy it's... Actually, not happy it's Sunday, because that means I have to work tomorrow.
That's true.
But happy because it's the Olympics.
I know. The Olympics are on. I'm so excited.
I know. It's really interesting always, to remind myself what sports exist.
I know so many sports. This is the one time every 4 years that I watch a sport that I wouldn't normally watch.
Yeah.
Water polo.
Yes. Rowing. Obviously gymnastics.
Yeah, obviously gymnastics. Gymnastics is definitely the sport that we've always grown up watching in the Olympics. Gymnastics and tennis.
Yeah. For sure. It's just very interesting to see the different countries and watching the opening ceremony was so cute. I feel like everyone is so excited.
Everyone was so excited. And though I'm excited for everyone, every single one of those athletes should be so proud and so honored, to be there representing their country. They worked so hard to be there. It's just seeing those countries that had one athlete, I just literally wanted to cry because they just imagine how proud they are to be the one person representing their country. And it made me so much. I literally cried throughout the entire opening ceremony. The refugee Olympic team, Belize was one of the ones with one athlete, and then the Palestine athletes. I was just oh goodness, my heart was it's just so emotional to see just throughout everything that's going on, there's still, athletes are there and competing, and it makes me wish him the best of luck. I wish everybody could win. It just breaks my heart.
I know, same.
Knowing that some people are not going to win. And I know it's not a, medal for everyone. This is not a little...
a participation.
Yeah. But I just know that they work so hard. And I know that in itself, going to Paris and being in the Olympics is... a win on its own, but it's just, I get emotional for everybody. I'm an empath.
Yeah, no, for sure. I feel the same way, just because it's when someone loses and it's their fault, I get so sad. Yesterday I was watching the men's gymnastics.
Yes.
Men's gymnastics, and it was the team portion, and there was only top 8 go to the finals, and Turkey was out by 3/10. I was no.
I know, and the guy had fallen off the uneven bars.
Oh, no way.
He fell, yeah.
Oh, okay. I had watched the one that did really well. Wait, no, I did watch the guy that fell, but I didn't know what country he was from. Fuck, damn.
I know. I was no.
I know.
He brought all the pressure. I could not be in a team sport and then it
be your fault.
Yeah,
that's so intense.
Yeah.
That's so intense. I was watching the women's gymnastics when I was getting ready for the pod, and a girl fell off the uneven bars, and I'm she was 16. I'm bitch, that's so much pressure. And okay, maybe she wasn't 16, but she was really young, and she was French. So she was performing in her country.
Oh my goodness.
The way I would black the fuck out. Truly amazing athletes. I feel they're so underrated. The gymnasts are extraordinary in my opinion. Truly.
The things they do, the uneven bars in itself, how are we
how
just going from one bar to another?
Swinging.
How
do you know where the ground is?
I know. It's a talent that
I could never possess.
Yeah, I could never possess. And Simone Biles is actually here from Houston.
I'm so excited for her. She is such a queen. Truly. Iconic. Speaking of gymnastics and Simone Biles, every time that they go on the vaults, I'm how do you not black out? That's something that I always wonder, because okay, then I'm beam is tiny, uneven bars is scary, but the vault, I'm if you don't jump high enough, you'll hit that hoe.
Yeah,
and that's so scary to me.
I know. And we used to we took gymnastics when we were little, so I definitely hit the vault many times. I never flipped. I need to get out of that sport immediately.
Yeah, no. It's scary because you don't know where you're landing. My question is, when they're performing a specific trick, how do you know where you are in the air? How do you count? You know what I mean?
I think that they just go.
I know, but how does your body know what trick to do? I'd be how
they probably practice so many times.
I know, but that's just a hard question.
Yeah.
Another thing, I was watching equestrian. Impressive.
I know, the
does
horses.
the horse know? Does the horse know that they are at the Olympics? Do you ever wonder that?
Yeah.
Or how did the horse get there? How did they fly the horses?
They probably took them by ship.
Wouldn't that take forever?
Yeah, they probably sent them there a long time ago.
Really?
I don't know. I don't think
But
they
think about
fly
it,
the horses.
because like they're practicing with the horse probably till like the last minute, right? Because they have to take that specific horse.
I think they've been in Paris. Some people have been in Paris for a little bit.
Okay. That's just like questions that
I do
pop in my
wonder.
head.
The horses, beautiful horses.
I know.
They're Olympic horses.
Yeah, and horses are very, very expensive to like have, to buy, to have, and to upkeep.
Yeah.
Like horses are not like a cheap thing. So it's just like your horse is like above the other horses. You know what I mean? Like you have an Olympic horse. Like good for you. Like it's not just you, the horse itself, like an athlete.
It's the way that they have to carry themselves. Like, so it makes me wonder, does the horse know that
it's important?
It's top notch.
Like it makes you wonder. Like, because like I feel like they have to be aware if they're being trained.
Yeah.
Like obviously they don't know that they're the Olympics, but they know it's like they're doing.
What if they do know?
I don't know. That's such a crazy question.
They tell their friends, I'm going to Paris.
You didn't make it.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's so funny. But yeah, it makes me wonder. Because same with like whenever they're like doing the dog pageants, I'm like, does the dog know what it's doing?
Yeah.
But anyways, one of the craziest and I think like most inspirational stories is the water polo team. Multiple gold medals that they've won at the Olympics, which is crazy. And they're, heading to Paris and they're there right now. And Flava Flav is sponsoring them.
I know.
What a wonderful thing.
I know. Apparently one of the captains?
Yes, she posted on Instagram, and he ended up being like in the comment section saying like, I'm a girl dad, I'll sponsor the team. And he has been their hype man throughout this whole entire time.
I love it so much. I literally got so emotional when I found out last night. And I had seen him like
at the event.
And he has like a little hat, you know,
like a little jersey.
Yeah. And I just, I don't understand. And like, this is no hate, but I don't understand how we are not funding these Olympic multiple gold medalists, but yet we're making other people famous that don't get me wrong, like go and capitalize off your 15 minutes, but to not fund these women that have won 3 gold medals for your country, representing your country, and they had to work multiple jobs. If it wasn't for Flava Flav, they wouldn't have they would have had to work multiple jobs to get to the Olympic. That's weird. That is so weird to me. Like,
I agree. I think
they're representing the United States. They have won 3 gold medals in the past. They're en route to winning a 4th gold medal. And you can't sponsor them, and they have to work multiple jobs to get to Paris. I know. I'm so happy that Flava Flav did what he did. I think that it's such a beautiful act on his part. And he also took him to the Eras Tour. In London. So
there was like a whole, it was like, their team had reached out when they were in Paris. I think it was during in Paris. And then he had also like reached out to Taylor, but they had gotten tickets already, but he had like put in a good word or whatever. Yeah. So that's so nice. Like truly, but they shouldn't have to do that. That's the thing. Like they shouldn't have to do that.
These are athletes that have won in gold medals for your country. Like I just don't understand how we are not funding and sponsoring these women.
I know. And it's like usually, of course, like women's sports are like underfunded, underwatched, but like they're gold medalists. Like, and they're gonna probably win again. So like, get it together.
Yeah, I hope they win.
I didn't realize that there was like once you reach the Olympics, it's like on you to get there. Like that's wild to me.
Yeah,
like,
but a lot of sports, like a lot of probably more popular sports, probably get some sort of sponsorship, some sort of funding. And water polo, I guess it's like not.
And water polo does not seem like an easy sport.
No.
You have to be treading water the whole fucking time.
No, thank you. I mean, it could never be me. It's too short.
I would simply be unable. Like, the tasks these women are doing.
The talent.
It's like you're having to be afloat while also like playing like hand soccer in a way. Yeah. And it's like, that's so much work. Yeah. Like, good for them. I'm rooting for them. I kind of want to watch.
I was watching.
Really?
Yeah. I was watching, like, some of their videos. No. I was watching their videos. They, like, had Flava Flav in the pool. And, like, I don't know. I'm just really happy that he did that for them. I think that's, like...
That's so sweet.
Yeah. It's literally the sweetest thing ever.
I love that for him. And, I mean... I feel like Flava Flav, like, obviously, like, I don't know too much about his, like, career and stuff, but, like, I wouldn't put, like, those two universes together. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just, like, because such a kind thing for him to do.
And he says that if they win a gold medal, he's going to buy all them the little clocks that he wears.
Oh, I love that.
I know. And he goes and watches them, and, like, he is, like, so proud of them. Like,
I love that.
It's, like, that dad that, like, is just, like, there to support. Yeah. It's so sweet.
I love that. That's so cute. another sport that I was watching that I was like, wow, like you guys are really doing it. Rowing, bitch. Oh my God. They were like going and going, and I was like, like when does it end?
Yeah.
I'm so tired for you. Like impressive.
I loved fencing.
Oh my God, I don't understand fencing.
I don't understand fencing, but it's so cool to me.
Yeah, it is very cool.
So cool to me. So I'm like,
what is the like? I just need to understand the rules. I don't understand the rules.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look into that because like every time that the Olympics is up, I'm like, there's a new sport that I discovered that I'm like, wow, that's really interesting. Like I didn't even know there was a possibility.
Yeah. Oh no, I've always liked watching fencing at the Olympics. I don't get it, but I'm there to support.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Swimming too is happening right now.
Swimming, I love swimming.
Yeah.
I feel like
Swimming, I feel like when there's that pressure like of like a race where there's like multiple people involved, I'm like, fuck, that's so scary. Like being the last one, oh God.
Yeah, I definitely think that if I ever had gone to the Olympics, I could not have been in a team sport.
Yeah, no. Same.
I could not live with myself if I was the one that held the team back. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, for sure. I think that's just like, such a scary thing to experience. But that was how our weekend went. Honestly, like a vibe. I love the Olympics. I feel like it makes me want to take up a sport.
And there's some drama at the Olympics.
Why?
The drama with the drones. Yeah. So quick little recap on the drama. The Canadian women's soccer team was caught spying on the New Zealand women's soccer team with drones.
Yes.
They got caught. It was a fine. Points deducted.
Yeah.
And 3 of their coaches were banned from coaching for a whole year. And
that's crazy.
Yeah. And apparently, like, the players had nothing to do with it. Mm-hmm. And if
that's so unfair for them.
It's so unfair for them because, don't get me wrong, I'm sure coaches had a lot to do with them getting there too, but it's them.
Execution by the players.
Exactly. The execution by the players that got them to the Olympics. And I feel like that's really shitty.
Yeah. And also, what is spying going to do unless you're like planning to, like, you know what I mean? Like, just because they're practicing a certain way doesn't mean it's going to go exactly
it's like
probably
that. Like the formation and probably like, you know, the drills that they run, like the way that they run certain plays. But I feel like it really is situational. Yeah, it is. Personally, I don't know.
I would only be spying if someone had a routine.
Yeah.
Like, that's only, I feel like, smart in, like, gymnastics or something. Because, like, there's a routine that takes place that is not going to change based on you.
Yeah.
But, like, in a situational sport where it's really, like, it depends on what's happening on the field, like, I feel like that's such a risk for what, you know?
For what?
Very strange behavior. But yeah, let's, you know, move on to another big topic. Christian Nodal and Angela Aguilar have gotten married.
Which is so crazy to me. I'm sorry.
It's
so crazy to me, especially because she went and did that interview with Guillen and she was like, no me casen. Y después se casó.
Yeah, and I just think it's wild because like he announced his breakup to Kazu like 3 months ago. Then they...
not even 3 months ago. It was at the end of May.
Oh, shit.
It's been 2 months.
2 months, okay. I was giving them a little more time, but 2 months. And then he announces his relationship with Angela Aguilar. And now they're married. It makes you wonder, like, what was going on during their relationship?
And, you know, a lot of people are saying, you know, oh, Pepe probably was like, you have to marry my daughter. You, like, you're not going to do her, like, dirty because of his, like, track record. But I don't think this was a great move on their part because now people are talking. People are speculating. People are saying things. They're saying, was Angela Aguilar the side chick, the mistress, you know, this entire time? Or is she pregnant? I feel like they did it so people wouldn't talk so much about them, but it has opened a whole new door for them to be talked about even more.
Yeah. Did you see his Instagram post?
No.
He talked...
Pepe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I did.
He talked about it in a way that I was just like, he heavily emphasized on respect and responsibility. And I was like, I feel like it was like, I guess I will post about this. Like, it wasn't like he loved it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, personally, if I had a daughter and... I mean, when you think about it, Christian Nodal's daughter is not even a year old. So, for him to get married this fast, and where was his daughter at the wedding? Like, a lot of people are saying, you know, like, you couldn't even, like, have your daughter there, you know, and... You know, it just like it left a lot of room for a lot of people to speculate and talk even more. And if the goal for this was for people to talk less, then it did not work.
No, absolutely not. And also on top of that, like if you want to be taken seriously, because I think that's what they wanted. Yeah. Like we're not just doing this because we want to like hang out and have casual relationships.
Right.
It's because we wanted to be serious. Like you went about it the most unserious way.
Yeah.
Like sorry, like to say this, but you kind of disrespected your baby's mother. Like it's so fucked up.
I don't think to be honest, and like this is like so heartless to say, I don't think him and Angela give a fuck about Casu.
Oh no, for sure. The fact that she literally said like voy a ser tía and then like got with him.
Probably voy a ser tía what? A year ago?
Yeah,
like no,
that's crazy.
Like
oh
you
my god,
get what I'm saying? Like
that's crazy.
It's insane. Like it's just so wild to me. It's so heartbreaking.
That's so crazy. Like if you really think about it.
No, yeah, it's like all in a matter
of a year.
A year and a half, right? Because Inti was born, I believe, in September. She's going to be 1 in September. So Casu was pregnant during this time last year. And I believe she announced her pregnancy quite in her like...
Yeah, she was pregnant.
Yeah, pregnant. So, you know, it's messy. It's messy.
Very much messy.
And I definitely think that did their publicist like just not have us like the way that I would have gone with this would have been completely different. Like got into a relationship, dated for quite some time, came out with an album, right? We talked about this. Like came out with an album, got engaged, and then got married maybe in like a year or a year and 2 years.
Like give them like, and the thing is they're both young, so it's like, is this really endgame? Like her frontal lobe is not even developed yet. Like come on.
And the thing is too, and maybe this is why Pepe Aguilar was like, you have to marry my daughter. I feel like he had very much influence in this, personally speaking here. I think it's because Christian Nodal does go from relationship to relationship. I mean, we've seen it. Like we had his first girlfriend and then Belinda and then Casu and now Angela. Probably all in a matter of like 5 years.
Yeah, like take a breath. Yeah, relax.
Like, take a breath. Like, I don't know. And so maybe, you know, they wanted to show that this was the real deal by, you know, getting married. And I just think that I don't know.
Yeah. It's interesting to me. I think it's just in these kind of scenarios, I don't condone violence. Don't get me wrong, but damn. Oh, the way I would just lose my goddamn mind. Yeah. People just do people so dirty. Yeah. And the thing is, like, if you're willing to do that in public, I can't imagine the things that he was doing in private.
I know. And, you know, a lot of people are saying, well, when you know, you know. But to me, it's like...
Then why have a baby with Casu?
Yes. Their history together, Angela and Nodal's history just... It's not very... It's all very... messy.
Murky,
yeah, it's, you know, there's videos now of her like, you know, pretending to be his very like first love's best friend going around and like say su amiga de todas, right? Like of all his girlfriends, he would be like the best friend because she probably like secretly do you get what I'm saying? So like so many speculations came out now and it's just crazy to me. Do you think they're gonna last?
No. I think that this is going to be another situation. It's either one or the other. They're going to last a very short period of time and it's going to implode very quickly, or they're going to be together forever. Like, it's one or the other. They're not going to be together for 10 years and then call it quits, in my opinion. Yeah. It's either one extreme or the other. Yeah. And honestly, their best case scenario, be together forever, bitch. Yeah. Be together forever. It's kind of like the situation, I always say this, but like with Tom Sandoval and Raquel Leviss, like, if you would have been together forever, your life would have been much better. But you did it in impulse. Yeah. So, like, I do believe this is kind of an impulsive on their part. Yeah, it is. And impulsive. She's also very young.
Very young.
Like, what, 23?
I think she's like younger than that.
22?
I think. Let's look it up.
Really? Yeah. Oh my God. Let me look.
She is.
We're both typing. She's 20?
20. 20.
What?
The way that Pepe should have been like, no. Y no te casas.
I can't.
Period.
She's 20?
Punto.
I'm just thinking at 20. Like, I'm 30, okay? You're 33. Our younger sister's 22. She's younger than her. She was born in 2004. No, she's gonna regret this.
She is gonna regret this, and I feel like,
of course, that's my opinion. Like, it doesn't have to actually be like that. Maybe she loves him and like wants to be together forever. But like, married at 20 is so young.
Married at 20 is so young. Do you think that Pepe was probably like, no, like, don't
I'm sure
do it?
He was like, what the fuck? But like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, what are you gonna do?
But also, like, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, like, wouldn't family get involved and say, like, you guys are moving too fast? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, but some people don't care.
That's true. And then that's where the next speculation comes in. She's pregnant. Everybody, I mean, I've read it everywhere that they think that she's pregnant. Personally, I don't think she's pregnant.
I no sé, dude. I don't like speculating people are pregnant or not. It makes me feel icky, but at the same time,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like now everyone's speculating that she's pregnant, and they're throwing that out there because why would you want to marry someone so fast?
Yeah, but I mean, maybe she wanted to, tie him up so no one else could get him. Because I mean, obviously he sways very easily.
He's for everyone. I'm just kidding.
I mean, he did jump. He's a jumper.
He is a jumper. And a lot of people gave Belinda shit.
Yeah, I'm sure she's sitting pretty right now. She's like,
well, I mean, she's fucking beautiful, but she.
Dude, did you know that Belinda and Lupillo Rivera had a thing?
That's weird. That's like closer to Pepe Aguilar than Nodal.
But she's like in her 30s.
Yeah, I think she's like 33.
Apparently, she like is so like men like fall in love with her like that.
Well, I mean, have you looked at her?
I mean, obviously,
I would fucking fall in love with her.
But
she's
apparently,
gorgeous.
People like tattoo her eyes on them. Like that's like a thing.
It's like she has beautiful eyes.
Oh no, she's a baddie. She's a baddie. And I was like, when she was with Christian Nodal, I was like, okay, he's like people's type, and I get that. But like, she's fucking fire. She's like objectively beautiful. Like if you ask 100 people, 100 people are gonna say she's pretty. So I'm like, come on now.
Yeah,
we can do better. Sis.
I do wonder if she'll ever say anything.
She was down bad after they broke up too.
Yeah. And apparently it was because of Angel Aguilar.
I heard it was because she wanted him to loan her money and he said no or something like that. But I could also be making that up.
Yeah. Well, I heard that a lot of his relationships, obviously this is speculation. This is what the people say on TikTok. And I take the information and pass it along. Okay? I'm a passer.
I'm spreading misinformation.
No, but this is what people are saying, that Angel Aguilar was always like in his relationships.
Like a mosca.
That's why they call her Mosca Muerta, dude. Like, that's why people call her that on
that's
TikTok.
So mean.
No, it is mean, but like, like, all I think about is like moscas being attracted to poop.
Yeah. But I mean, like, when Belinda and Nodal were dating, that was like 3 years ago.
Right.
She was 17.
But, so they came out with that song together. Right?
How old was she?
I believe like 16. She was in the teens, in the late teens.
Okay.
And they came out with a song together, and they were already like, that's what I'm saying.
In the thick of it?
It's
because she did say we took a pause. Bitch, what do you mean?
Yes.
Like you have only been of age for 2 years. That's messy.
And is she a newly 20 or
like a later 20? I have mine pulled up. Let's take a look. She's about to be 21. In October 8th. So she's a Libs.
She is a Libra. What is he?
I don't know.
He's a Capricorn? Girl, you can find yourself someone else.
But no, she's married to him. They're going on.
Oh yeah, she can't date him.
They're literally going on their married way.
Damn, dude.
Damn.
A play on words there.
Yeah.
You know who I want to get married and I need them to get married?
Fade and Carol. Love her. Oh my God, they're so cute.
I love them together so much.
Dude, yes. She made a surprise appearance at his latest show in Spain.
Yeah.
And she like popped up from the ground or whatever. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. Me showing up to brunch after I was hungover.
Yeah.
And she was wearing the same like vest that he wears.
They're so cute.
And they kissed.
I know. I lost
died.
my shit. Like, I was like,
I know. I literally love them. They're so cute. And seeing her, she is such a bad bitch.
Yeah, she really is. She is beautiful.
Beautiful, talented. I feel like she seems like a kind fucking person.
She seems so kind. I just want her to hug me and be like,
yeah.
I feel like I would just like love her so much.
Yeah, and she's like Karol G is at the height of her career right now.
Yeah.
Like she truly is iconic,
and very, very, very well deserved. I mean,
oh my God.
She is so talented. Mm-hmm. She is beautiful, talented. The music she puts out. I mean, I have loved Karol G for years now. Okay. Yeah. Since she was with Anuel. Yeah. Okay. And I just have loved her journey to almost, finding her stardom almost like alone, because I think for a long time people just associated her with Anuel when they were together.
Yeah.
But now, I mean,
she's killing it. Truly an icon. Mañana Será Bonito was really a pivotal moment in her career. That album is just so fucking good. Like I cannot explain it. The song Mañana Será Bonito, I cannot explain it how many times I've listened to it. I love that song, and she killed it, honestly, truly. And they look so happy.
Yeah, they look so happy. I feel like he's bringing her he supports her. Exactly.
It's not they're make each other. Like he's an addition to her life. Obviously we don't know these people. These are just speculation. But they just look like they're having a great time, and she looks so happy, and I love that for her.
Yeah, me too. I think they're really cute together, and I want them to just be like,
we're engaged.
Yeah.
I do foresee them they've been together for longer than we know. Like they've been together for years by now.
Yeah.
And I just I love them together, and I think they're so cute. So good for her.
Yeah.
Very much happy for her.
And good for him.
I know he bagged a baddie.
Yeah, he is blessed, to say the least.
I will say I've looked at his like past relationships and he's bagged a lot of baddies.
Oh yeah,
a lot
all
of
his exes are beautiful.
I'm like, damn. And I mean, he is attractive. But
He is
like,
attractive.
You know, I feel like his personality makes him more attractive.
Yeah, they look like they have a lot of fun with one another.
Yeah. When he brought her on stage, I was like, oh my god, they're so cute. And I just need to know what jeans she was wearing also during that performance. I'm like, what jeans were those? Because I really like those jeans.
I like all the things that she wears.
Yeah, I know she looks good all the time.
All the time.
But yeah, I am a little sad that like I feel like I could have gone to one more concert.
Yeah. Well, our concert experience watching her this time around wasn't the best, not because of Guddled, but because of the NRG.
One day we will
One
share.
day we will definitely share our experience.
But as of right now, we cannot.
Yeah.
Moving on. Let's talk about Sheeners. Sheena Shea.
Sheena. Never thought that I would, talk about
her again. Sheena has been
Sheenaing.
She's been Sheenaing, and honestly, like I kind of forgot about Vanderpump Rules for a little bit because I was so deep in Love Island.
Deep in Love Island.
Oh my god, I was living inside of Love Island's crack, bitch. Nothing mattered to me. Okay, nothing and no one mattered to me. Like I truly like even Karol G performed in Spain. I am now seeing all the footage because I was so deep in Love Island.
Yeah.
Like, no one could pluck me out. I was invested. My dream last night, I was a bombshell entering the villa, bitch.
Dude, yeah, we were deep.
Yeah, and I'm still deep in it. Like, I'm so invested.
For sure. I feel like I'm not getting out of there in a long time.
I am living till the reunion, okay? Once the reunion airs, I will finally leave, this area. But, like, right now, I just need the tea.
Yeah.
But Sheena. So,
Sheena.
As of right now, we know that Vanderpump Rules season 12 has been paused because obviously there was a lot of contention in season 11. And let's be real. No one was backing up Ariana as they should have after Scandal. And
yes,
Tom Sandoval continues to prove like why no one should have backed him up.
Absolutely.
He was never truly sorry. And that's just insane to me that
how
anyone...
people like how Lala and Sheena gave him another chance.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you guys fell for what, his bullshit? Like...
The thing is, like, had you backed Ariana, it's a bad personal move and a bad business move.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that Ariana, was obviously the victim in all of this, Sheena and Lala are dumb as fuck because you not only fumbled your friendship, but you fumbled the bag.
You did.
Like,
and, you're over here talking about, like, Lala at the reunion. If you're not going to give a fuck about your, like... Paycheck, I need you to give a fuck about mine. Baby girl, you didn't give a fuck about yours.
Yeah.
You should have fucking sensed... it's a girl's world. Girls in the year, or it's not the year of the Barbie movie, but it was the year of the Barbie movie at one point, and it still has, like after the effect. The effect of the Barbie movie is it's a girl's world. You support your girls. You did not support your girl.
Yeah.
For what? For I was gonna say Scandal. For Tom Sandoval, please.
Yeah.
Like I, as a woman, would never, and as a businesswoman, ever. Like you literally failed yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, fine. If you on a personal level don't agree with Ariana, wild, but whatever. But on a business level, like you're dumb there too. Like you guys, if y'all had backed Ariana, the bag would have been rolling.
The bags would have kept coming. One after the other.
Yeah. Like Sheena and Lala got to do that Uber commercial with Ariana. They wouldn't have picked you if you hadn't been friends with Ariana. Like, let's be real. Like, it's wild that I didn't personally support her. Are we shocked? No. Sheena is a flip-flopper. Let's be real. Lala barks the loudest, but she never stands on what she says. But Sheena, Tom Sandoval decided to sue Ariana.
And we're a little late on it because we've been so in Love Island's crack that we, forgot to talk about this last time. But, what? And then for him to come out and say, like, no. I mean, he did come out and say that he is not suing Ariana. Yeah. Do we believe that he didn't know? I don't think so. Not at all. Like, I just don't trust Tom Sandoval. Like, I don't trust him. I think that he sued Ariana and because he's probably going broke and he's seeing that Ariana is doing amazing. And he saw the backlash that he was getting and he was like, no, I must retract. Like, he was probably freaking out.
100%. So he sued her for accessing explicit videos of Raquel on his phone. So he's suing her for finding out that he's cheating on her. There has to be no lower possible way that Tom Sandoval could handle any situation, and then he finds a way to do it. Like, it's insane to me. This man is insane. And then him and Victoria, his girlfriend, deactivated their Instagrams, and then he came back and was like, I fired my lawyer. He advised me incorrectly. I never thought it was going to be a lawsuit. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I wasn't born fucking yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
He's like, I should have done more research. Why didn't you? You're like, you're in your 40s.
You put your name next to something that huge and like didn't look into it.
Yeah.
So you're not only, okay, let's say that was true, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Or you're just vindictive as fuck.
Yeah.
Let's be real. And I genuinely believe that like Vanderpump Rules season 12, like if it was more out before, now there's no way.
Yeah,
you know what
absolutely.
I mean? Like, why would Ariana want to come back to a show that's done her so fucking dirty?
Yeah.
Like, at this point, of course, I love the show. Have I loved it for the past 10 years? Absolutely. But if Ariana was like, I actually want to piece the fuck out because you fuckers are the worst, I would support it.
Yeah. And I just don't think that the show would have the same vibe anymore.
It doesn't. No, these people, if now they're gonna go clock in, it's not the same. They don't hang out outside the show. Like, they don't really like each other. It would be just fake at this point. And I think they should just either section them off or start a show with Ariana and Katie alone.
And Dana.
I do like Dana a lot. Or just start from scratch.
Yeah.
Or let it rest.
Let it rest.
You know, it's been an iconic show for many, many, many seasons. The peak of Vanderpump Rules was truly some of the best television I've ever seen. But by now, I feel like the show is so tainted. And it's Tom Sandoval's fault. So when Lala and Sheena have to go on LinkedIn and update their little profiles, I want them to understand that the reason that they're doing that is because Tom Sandoval ruined the show.
Yeah.
Not because Ariana decided to take care of herself.
Yeah.
Because he didn't care. He didn't take accountability. What planet are these bitches from?
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
It's insane.
I know that's kind of far, but, like, it's true.
No, it is true. Like, how did you not, like, how are you yelling at Ariana for your paycheck when it's this man that fucked up?
Yeah.
Like, please make it make sense.
And he would always say, like, I'm sorry, but Ariana and I hadn't had sex. Why hadn't you had sex? Maybe spend more time with her instead of hanging out with Raquel. You weirdo.
It's ridiculous. Well, Sheena spoke out about it and said that she just, like, does not condone, you know, what Tom Sandoval is doing. Obviously, he did retract his lawsuit. And Sheena was basically like, you fooled me. Like, whenever she was like, don't
embarrass me or whatever.
Like, don't let me down again. And I guess, like, he let her down again. But I'm like, what did you expect as Tom Sandoval?
Yeah.
Like,
it's crazy that she gives him so many chances.
If Sheena, and I feel like she's going to give him another chance now that he retracted the lawsuit. I hope she doesn't. I mean, she doesn't really have a friendship with Ariana either. I'm like, girl, you lost your friendship with Ariana, who, like, has had your back since day one. Day one. Okay?
What a fumble.
And you picked Tom? The man that was still talking shit about you last season to your face?
Yeah.
The man that made up the rumors about Raquel and Brock? Please, the way that I could never give this man another chance.
Yeah, not even give him, like, fine. You want to give him another chance for Ariana? Great. But don't do it for you, bitch. Like, have some self-respect. This man has degraded you and said some horrendous things that one day your daughter is going to see.
Yeah.
Only for the sake of himself. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
She also said that she had reached out to Ariana, but they haven't, like, really been speaking. Which, why the fuck would Ariana talk to you?
Yeah.
I would be like,
please.
no.
I'm sure Ariana's watched the show by now.
Yeah, or just seen and or heard the things you've said.
And trust me, it gets worse from the beginning of the season towards the end.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just, honestly, it doesn't seem like her and Lala are as close
Either?
as, yeah, they're just, like, not posting as much. I feel like in the past they've posted more, but she was at her baby shower, so.
Yeah, I think that...
Or baby monsoon or whatever.
Yeah, I think that... I think they're probably like, damn, like, we fucked up. But, I mean, they're never going to admit it. They're never going to publicly, like, apologize to Ariana.
If Lala had spoken about the Tom Sandoval suing Ariana, I feel like she could have gotten a little bit of points back.
Yeah, but she didn't.
And she didn't, and she never will. And it's like, I mean, okay, well then, like, continue on your fucking way.
Yeah, and I also think that, like, I don't know. I just think that the show's over, to be honest.
I think the show's over too. There's no more Vanderpump Rules. Like, I don't think so. Unless, at least with this cast, if they do like a whole recasting and try to do that whole thing, I think that and we went to Sir a couple months ago. And the cast looks like they, you know, very beautiful servers.
Yeah.
You know, so, like, maybe do them. Like, record them and follow their lives. Like, maybe it's time for a change.
Yeah, but, like, I also, like, I don't fuck with Lisa Vanderpump. I'm sorry. I don't fuck with Lisa anymore, especially now that Chef Penny is suing Ariana and Katie. Like, I just feel, and maybe I'm wrong, and I could be wrong, right? But I just feel like Lisa Vanderpump had something to do with that.
The fact that Lisa has not gone to something about her.
just says everything. Everything to me. And I just feel like Lisa has defended the men on the show time and time again, but she has never held that same energy for the women on the show. And she used to say that Katie was her favorite. I don't know. It doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't.
But something about her is still, thriving. Seth Rogen recently went. And I'm so excited for the girls. The shop is beautiful. We went a couple months ago. We got to meet Ariana. She's the sweetest, and the food was amazing. Like, the sandwiches were fucking fire. Like, so good. I love a good sandwich, and
I had seen reviews of people saying it was too small. I'm like,
I know. I don't know if that was like before we went or what, but like
our sandwiches were big as fuck.
I know. Like, we only ate half and then took the rest to go. So I don't know.
I didn't agree with that, but I mean, to each their own. It really just remains to be seen how this all plays out.
For sure.
It's July 28th. We have not heard anything about next steps for Vanderpump Rules season 12.
I don't think that they're going to be filming.
I don't think so
that either. Ariana has Chicago coming up. She has the reunion in New York. And we don't, if I continue seeing Ariana book things after, there's no way, or at least she's not going to go back. And quite frankly, like, the way that they did her wrong, I'm an Ariana stan, and I'm just like, I don't care to watch the show without her and Katie. So
yeah, and I don't think Katie would come back without Ariana.
Yeah,
truly, I don't think so. So I mean, it is what it is, I guess. But speaking of the reunion, so Love Island USA season 6 just finished filming. Great season,
great season. My first season watching, and wow. Like,
right?
I was invested. Like, I'm rewatching it.
Same. I need to feel something.
I'm like, I'm too empty.
I know, right?
Like, it's
I need the girls.
So good. It's so good. So they have the reunion August 19th. Extremely excited about that. The first time that Love Island is getting a reunion. And honestly, it was a great idea.
Not the first time.
It's not.
They've had it before.
And Love Island USA?
I'm not sure if the USA has, but this isn't the first time that Love Island and whole
okay. I had heard that Love Island USA, this was the first season to get a reunion.
I'm not entirely sure, but you could be right.
Regardless, if they did not do a reunion, it was such a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Like, you need to do more with these people. We said this on the last podcast, but you cannot let this get away from you.
Yeah.
Like, this is gold.
Gold. I'm so invested in their lives.
Yeah.
Like,
even post.
Yeah.
Season. Like, we're here following their lives. So let's do like a little recap, right?
Yes.
So we had, in 4th place, we had Kendall and Nicole. And now, quick little side note, because I feel like a lot of this is going around. Both Kendall and Rob had some intimate, explicit videos released
on Twitter.
And it's honestly, regardless of how you feel about Kendall and Rob, I hope that whoever did this to them, they know who it is and they're able to find out this information or whatever, and they take legal action against these people, because whether you love or hate someone, this is not the way to go about
this.
So
invasive.
It's invasive, it's cruel, it's hurtful, and you only did this. There's no other intent other than malicious intent when you did this to them.
Yeah, it was unnecessary, and also, like, that's just gonna be on the internet forever. No matter how much they delete the videos or whatever. Someone pointed out on TikTok that, like, somebody made a video about it on YouTube and, like, linked the links, like, in the comments, because obviously you can't post it. So it's like it's living through other people's, like, platforms and stuff. So it's just like, damn, like, that's so dirty.
It is hurtful.
Like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
For sure.
What's the point?
I know.
Like, obviously they're gonna know it was you. Like, if you released it, like, what was your reason?
Yeah.
Because it got love on the show?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but I am glad that, like, Kendall... I haven't seen too much of Rob recently. Kendall was in high spirits after the situation, because obviously Rob's is more recent. But Kendall looks in high spirits, and that can break a person.
That really can break a person, and I'm really glad that he's holding his chin up throughout this whole thing. And
obviously publicly, because we don't know what is happening behind closed doors, but, like, publicly he seems in high spirits, and I'm glad for that, because, like, we've been seeing some, like, vlogs, and he's, like, going to Universal with the cast. Like, in that kind of situation, sometimes people, like, need a second, and, like, the fact that he's still, like, showing up and doing things, like, makes me feel that maybe he isn't still, like, in a good place, which is important.
It is very important. So let's talk about him and Nicole. Do you think that they're together?
My girl Nicole. Just to preface, I absolutely love Nicole, and I know that a lot of people don't like her because they think that she's, like, playing the game or whatever, because she did mention on the show that she was very competitive, so maybe she was just playing to win. I really like Nicole, but I don't think they're together.
I don't think they're together either.
And of course, people are all different. Maybe she was just really overwhelmed after leaving the villa and she like didn't want to post like everybody else. Like really, it's her decision. But like, I can see why people think they're not together. Like at first I was like, no, I think they're together. And now I'm like, I don't think so.
I don't think they're together. So the cast recently went to Universal. They were there together, but there was like pictures of them kind of like sitting apart, like at rides, and then at a restaurant that Janae posted, like they were eating next to each other. But then what really did it for me was the fact that Janae, Serena, Cordell, and Kendall went out, and then Nicole went out with the girls, Andrea and Hannah. And I'm not saying that Nicole's like shouldn't have like girls' nights or whatever, but I have a feeling within me that they're just not together.
Yeah, and it is rough because they did just say they loved each other.
Or they were like in love or falling in love or whatever. Yeah.
I did see some like people's like thoughts and opinions on Twitter that she just said it back because like she was on TV. But I felt like her I love you was genuine. Yeah. What do you think?
I don't know anymore. I'm just like,
I'm rewatching the season with fresh eyes from like everything that's happening now. Like I'm like,
yeah, kind of like peeping everything. I think that I don't know. I don't know if she actually meant it. I don't know. I think that if I was falling in love with someone, then I would want to hang out with him right after the villa. Like, you know, we see Janae and Kenny, and like they've like
Cordell and Serena.
Yeah, Cordell and Serena. They've made most of their time together. So especially because like they live
in separate states,
and like I'm sure that like if Miguel and Leah were also in the same country, they would probably be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I don't know.
Yeah, but like then again, I mean, not to be that person, because like I do see what you mean, but like maybe she's just, you know, taking some time. Like
that's true too.
Because like this surfacing wasn't just hard for Kendall. Like Kendall was obviously getting a lot of comments and DMs and whatever, but like so was Nicole. Like she was also taking probably like some digs from people.
The explicit content.
Yeah, I think people were probably throwing a lot of, you know, shit her way. So maybe she's just taking a second.
Yeah, that's true too.
I do think that like saying I love you on camera from the first time maybe was something that she didn't want to do. Like I think maybe she felt pressure to do that.
Yeah.
Personally, if I was in her position, I would feel like I have to say it back.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. It remains to be seen. We will definitely, I think we will know about like around the reunion time. I think they'll either confirm or deny if they're together at the reunion.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like Kendall's post villa content, like I feel like now I'm like, okay, like he's not that bad.
Yeah.
Like I did not like him during the show, but like
I know you didn't.
He posted like a little Zara haul yesterday and I was like, okay, he's kind of like bubbly and giggly and like
I think that, you know, I liked Kendall up until Casa.
Yeah.
And then, you know, then the Casa thing happened and then like I've never like hated him or anything. I think that I'm excited to see what he does after, and I'm, you know, someone made a really good point on TikTok. They said if Serena was able to forgive him, so can everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I've noticed about this cast is that like a lot of fans or viewers hold resentment while they're all like really cool with one another.
Exactly.
So
very fair point.
Yeah.
Very fair point. And that definitely brings us to like the other point where Kaylor was on the phone with somebody on speaker with her friends from home. It was not Sydney.
Yeah.
It was not her little sister. It was a friend from home. Erin was filming an Instagram story and you heard in the background her friend say, no one's going to give a fuck about Leah in 6 months.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously people heard it and then they went crazy. And then she talked about it on the Bio Files and she said that her and Leah were good, right?
Yeah.
And in that period of time, Kaylor was receiving a lot of comments and hate. Yeah. And then Leah went on call her daddy and said, no, yeah, we're fine. So, like, they're obviously moving on from situations.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're all friends. Like, I don't think they're like,
cool.
They're not, like, super hating each other or anything.
Yeah.
Like, some of the Casa people are definitely, like, beefing a little bit. But I think the main cast is, like, they fuck with each other.
Yeah, they really do fuck with each other. I think that, and that's why I was saying what I was saying. I think that we need to realize that, like, if they are able to be cool and cordial with each other, then, you know, because I feel like sometimes fans and viewers take things and like run with it when I'm like, but they seem fine. Like they're chilling. They're having a great time. So it's like, if they're chilling and having a great time, then we should just accept that.
Yeah, I agree.
Unless they say otherwise, you know?
I agree. Speaking of them going to Universal, so Janae posted a vlog with the cast. Honestly, I was like, oh my God, I love this. Like, we're getting a little insight into their life. They went, I guess, for like mandatory Peacock reasons for the show. And Janae posted a vlog and they ended up at Leah's house where you could see them like hanging out with her horses and her pigs and being in her house in general. And Rob was in like a snippet of the video where he's on her horse, and I didn't honestly, when I saw the vlog, I was like, oh, okay, like it's so cute, like I love this. And then I saw the comments and I was like, wait, I did not expect that at all, because I was like, they're all hanging out at Leah's house, like what's the big deal? And then obviously people were like, well, Leah had said that Miguel is going to be the first person to ride her horse, and now people are saying that like Rob like rode the horse, so that's a big deal. I personally did not think it was that deep. What did you think?
I personally didn't think it was that deep either, because if Leah didn't think it was that deep, and mind you, she even commented and said, you know, he's been going through a lot, probably of what was, you know, the explicit content that was released. If Leah let, you know, Rob ride the horse, then, you know, like if they're all cool with each other, why are we making a bigger deal than it needs to be?
Exactly. You know? I agree. And she has expressed her like friendship with Rob. Like she went on Call Her Daddy and she said, we're friends. He went on Call Her Daddy and said, we're friends. She has expressed her likeness for Miguel. Like, I think that we need to all just take it at face value. Like, there's no hidden, like, under comment. Like,
and if there is, right, and if there was, it will come out eventually. But right now, this is the way that it's going down.
And they just left the villa. Like, let these people relax. Like, I feel like that people want content, or, like, something from them. And, like, don't get me wrong. I'm very much invested in, like, what happens in their lives. But, like, it's okay if they take a breather or don't share every detail. Like, they were just in, I wouldn't say, like, exclusion, but they were just in, like, captivity. I don't want to say that either.
Yeah, but they were like, they were around each other for 6 weeks
with no one else.
Yeah, and then before that, I was like watching this other past Love Islander, like the process. It's like 2 other weeks. That you are, you know, like isolated.
And you don't have your phone. You have no contact to the real world. And you're filmed 24/7. So like, I'm sure there's emotions that they're processing. I'm sure they're also watching the show back. Like, I think that we just need to let them do what they want to do. And like, if Miguel and Leah work out, great. Obviously, I think they're super cute. I really like Miguel. I think he's great.
I really like Miguel too. I think that, you know, he's in the UK and she's here. And I just think that we just need to wait until they're back together. And I think that we just need to let it run the way it's supposed to run. Like, whether we like see things, whether she hangs out with Rob or not, that doesn't mean that Rob and Leah are a thing. I think that Leah has very much, like you said, expressed her feelings for Miguel. Like, she has. And like, I think that Miguel is definitely just like a better partner for Leah, in my opinion, than Rob would be. And maybe Rob is just a better friend for Leah.
And that's fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's also fine. Like, I think that the Leah and Rob shippers, like, will take any, like, grain of salt. That, like, she did. I promise you, when that was added into the vlog that Janae posted, never in her mind was she was like, I want people to think that there's hope. Like, she was probably like, no, we're all just hanging out at my house. It was never that serious. And people are, like, calling Miguel petty for, like, following up or whatever, but I truly believe he's just defending her so people lay off, you know?
For sure.
And I think that
he's protective over her. Liv has said this.
I agree. So, and I really like Miguel. I'm gonna keep saying that. Like, I feel like people really want to ship Rob and Leah, but I think that, like, in the grand scheme of things, from what we have seen on the show, because we don't know these people personally, Miguel is a better fit for Leah, and like, I like them together.
I definitely think the same.
So I mean, we're definitely gonna have to see. Like, I'm really curious to see what happens at the reunion, because of also the little side fights that have been happening. Like, Kane has been going on his TikTok and like sharing a bunch of stuff. Him and Sierra had like a little like mini beef. She posted a TikTok where it's like, I don't want you here or something.
The
and like,
Barbie movie quote.
And then it was like the caption, like, when Harrison picked me or whatever, and Kane went home, and then he responded and called her like Timu Rihanna, and I'm like, Kane, calling Sierra great value of anything is insane. This bitch is fine. Okay, like,
I will say this, like, I never, like, Sierra was one of my like favorite girls from Casa. I think that she was really cute, really beautiful girl, and like, calling her like a great value of something is so insane. And she said, and she told him, she said, I thought you liked Timu. That's where you got your teeth.
That's so fucking funny, but like messy.
I know. Messy. It's insane, dude. I'm just like,
and of course, like, the Casa girls always come at a disadvantage. Like, if I was given the opportunity to be on Love Island, it would never happen, right? I'm old and I'm just like, I don't fit the description. But I would be like, if you make me a Casa girl, I'm going the fuck home, because you never come in. You come at a disadvantage. No matter how nice, no matter how beautiful, no matter how kind you are, you're always going to be perceived the enemy.
Yeah.
If you were to go on Love Island, would you want to come in as a bombshell or as a Casa girl?
A bombshell at the beginning.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or an OG.
Yeah, OG all the way first, but then a bombshell kind of like Liv or Nicole and Andrea.
Yeah, I agree.
Speaking about Andrea, Rob.
Oh yeah. So Rob went on Call Her Daddy. I felt like his episode was a little disorganized.
Yes. I also felt like Rob wasn't giving much in the sense of like, there was, I don't know. It looked like he just, I don't know. I felt like I desired more from the episode.
I genuinely just don't think that Rob can give more. I just think that that's Rob.
Yeah, for sure. But one of the things he said was, you know, they asked, Alex Cooper asked him if he was willing to give him and Andrea's relationship a shot now out in the real world. And he said that they've talked, he's going to keep his distance, but, you know, she's been posting a lot on social media, on TikTok, essentially. And, you know...
Damn.
I know.
God, I would have to go into hiding. Oh, God. And, like, the thing is, dude, like, okay, like, me a vergüenza. Like, Andrea, like, turn off your phone. Stop. Why aren't your friends taking your phone from you? First and fucking foremost. But at the same time, like, dude, like, I was thinking about this yesterday, like, I'm so Andrea Codings. That would be me, bitch. I'd be talking about it nonstop. But, like, at the same time, I think it's, like, what she was saying. She was, like, taking it a little too far.
I think that for me, like, because a lot of people are saying, well, because, okay, for me, it's this. Rob has made cringy ass TikToks that have resurfaced, and they have been going around very cringy. Very cringy. So if you got the ick from Andrea, some of us also have the ick from your past TikToks, right?
Yeah.
But I will say this, and I would never have, I don't like Rob, right? I will say that I feel like Andrea took it too far when she was like invited to do the live with Rob's roommate.
Yeah, that's wild.
I would have easily declined. I feel like it was just, if Rob wanted Andrea to meet his roommate, he would have introduced her when he came out. And I think it just, I even heard, and I don't know if this is true, please let us know in the comment section, that she asked to see his room or something like that. I don't know. I've seen comments about it. I've looked for the footage, but I did not find it. But I think that's when you take it too far. And I think that, like, I just could not. Like,
she did the quiet part out loud, you know?
Yeah.
You know when you like a guy and you're, like, in the Delulu stage and you're, like, stalking his Thea on Facebook? Like, she did that out loud, and I think that's where he got the ick. And I think it's the context of what she was saying versus, like, doing it a bunch of times.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, you know, she went and deleted everything. And obviously, you know, the internet is forever, bitch. It's never going away. And then there was this one video where someone asked her if Rob was a good kisser, and she, like, does, like, a little spin, and she goes, yes. And I was like, oh,
I know.
God.
And everyone's, like, mocking her now.
I know, dude. Oh, yeah. And I do think, like, originally, I was like, she was giving me the ick to, you know, exponentially, like, the ick, right? But then when he said it on Call Her Daddy, I don't know. Maybe I'm just, like, a little bit of a hater, but, like, I was like, damn, did you really have to say that?
Yeah.
You know, because, like, I do understand that what she was doing was, like, wild as fuck. But him saying it on Call Her Daddy, like, the level of embarrassment put me in the witness protection program at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she was already getting so much hate.
Yeah.
Now he said it in a podcast that has millions and millions of listeners. It is going everywhere. And now, you know, for the rest of her life, she's going to be known as the girl that gave Rob the ick for her TikToks.
Yeah.
And that's just really...
No, it's sad.
He could have said, like, I distanced myself because I just got out of the villa and I just, like, need to regroup after this experience. But he really said, like, this bitch gave me the ick, you know?
I mean, she didn't say those words.
He meant that.
Yeah.
He meant that.
He was like, she's posting a little, like, whoa.
He's like, I didn't know that that's what she, like...
But I guess that makes... She's a great girl, but...
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
When you say some fucked up shit, or not fucked up shit, like, when you say something, like, is fucked up, like, anything that you said that was nice does not matter. That did not make the cut. You know what I mean? Yeah. I would, oh my God. But the thing is, like, I get it. Like, she just did the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
And I think it also didn't help that she was not a girl's girl during the villa.
Yeah.
But I do foresee, the girlies, like, kind of coming for her defense a little. Like, I feel like I've seen a few TikToks where, like, okay, like, yeah, like, you know, she's done something embarrassing.
Yeah.
She's probably not, like, excited about it either. She's probably like, damn, I fucked up.
Yeah.
But, like, she was just expressing, like, she was just really delusional about it too. Like, she was like, she went on like an interview and she was like, our strong connection, and like, you know, like, he was out there recoupling with other bitches.
Yeah.
And I mean, they did, like, rewatching the show, they did have a very strong connection.
They did.
And
I think that she just got out of the villa and was living off of those,
the high of being with him for those 4
Correct.
days. And I think that she also, like, probably thought, like, had she not done any of that, had she just said nothing, I believe that he probably would have came back to her. But I don't, like, if somebody likes you, you're not going to get the ick from that. I feel like if someone fucks with you heavy the way that he said he was, I feel like her talking about her experience wouldn't have been that deep.
Yeah, that's true. I think that
Dude, I can't with her little, you know?
yeah.
Oh, God.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, but you know what? Let's be real. She dodged a bullet.
Well, yeah.
But at the same time, if that's not the vibe that he wanted out of a girlfriend either, they both dodged a bullet. Like,
Yeah,
in different
that's
forms.
true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think that, you know, she did do a lot of interviews after, and she was like, oh, Leah wanted me out because, you know, she knew that we had this stronger connection, and, like, if I was in there, like, we, like, she's like, Rob wouldn't have looked at her, blah, 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 and I was like,
damn,
okay,
dude.
Yeah.
She got too confident. She thought that her shit ain't stink.
I know.
Like, shit didn't stink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'll see.
Yeah, I know. And her singing videos.
A potato flew around my
Potato?
room. Oh, a tomato. A potato?
Tornado.
Wait, is it not? Wait, who made a potato? Who says potato? Is that a thing? No, it's potato. No, wait. Is that a thing?
It's not a potato. A tornado flew around my room.
Okay, but people were saying potato at one point.
I don't remember that.
I feel like that's a thing. It's like a meme.
What?
Yeah. A potato. You've never seen the video of the potato connected to the fan?
Oh, maybe.
Oh my God, are you like that old? Let me show you.
Are you that old?
Probably.
Yeah, crazy stuff with Andrea, but
A potato flew. Yeah. See?
okay, but that's not.
Okay, well, okay. I really thought for a second there the words were potato.
Damn, that's
or tomato.
crazy.
But like tornado doesn't sound like viable to me now.
Why?
Because we've heard potato for so long.
I've never heard potatoes, so
Okay, well, you live under a fucking rock.
maybe.
Maybe you're just as delusional as Andrea.
Do you think so?
Dude, anda mal. Like,
I know.
Dios santo. I wanted to DM her and be like, girl to girl, Latina to Latina. Please, bitch.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because the thing is, like, I would have understand if she came out of the villa and talked about it 4 times. Okay,
Yeah.
4 times. She was 4 days, like each time per day, right?
Yeah.
But it was like she was like live in the morning, live in midday, live at night,
God.
and like answer. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure people wanted to know, but I feel like at one point people were just asking her questions to almost make fun of her because they knew that she was going to answer over and over and over again, and it's just, you know, it sucks. It sucks. Like, she really liked this guy. He didn't leave the villa, and that's where I would have been like, I would have never talked about him again. I'm like,
now I don't know where I stand.
You
now.
didn't leave with me? Bye.
Yeah. Because like now you're gonna find another bitch. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, that's the point.
I don't know, dude. I feel bad for her. I know that I shouldn't because it's like she did it to herself, but like I do feel bad a little.
Yeah, they're young. They're all young. And I'm excited to see, you know, like all the couples. Like, I was so happy to see, you know, PPG like, reunite. I think that they're so cute together. Like, anytime like they do anything, their little dance move, which I love their little dance move because I literally do that dance move. It's from fucking Mean Girls.
Yeah.
I don't know if they got that from Mean Girls, but
they're so cute. I love that for them. I want them to thrive. I do believe they're going to be like doing like campaigns or brand deals like together because like they are so powerful alone, but together they're, you know, like they're
I know.
a group.
I need them. Bratz already made like a little like Bratz doll or like a picture of them. I think that okay, so I had seen this TikTok where this girl was talking about how like Skims should have them all as couples post together. So like Janae and Kenny, Serena and Cordell, and then Leah and Miguel. And I think that they definitely should. Like, I definitely think Skims would be the way to go, but apparently and allegedly, because she did not confirm this during deny during the Call Her Daddy podcast, Leah and Kanye West might have been a thing in the past.
That was Alex was like, this rumor has been going around. I had never heard of the rumor.
I had never heard of the rumor either.
But I think she said LA because I was like, okay, I live in Houston. I obviously wouldn't have heard of it. But I feel like I'm nosy enough to like feel like I would have heard that.
Yeah.
But she said, ¿Quién sabe? I feel like when someone doesn't say no, then it's a yes.
Yeah.
Kanye and Leah? That's wild.
That is wild. But I mean, they probably did live nearby each other.
Yeah, I feel like when you live in like that area, like you know who lives there and stuff. So maybe it
for
didn't happen. But yeah, I couldn't see them being on Skims if that's a. But I feel like also like I don't know Kim like that either. But like I feel like Kim wouldn't care.
Yeah, and I think that at the end of the day, like it would be like a missed opportunity for Kim. Like they're trying to stay, you know,
relevant.
This is the way to stay relevant, to be honest.
Yeah. Speaking of staying relevant, did you see that they renewed for a 6th season of the Kardashians?
Really?
At this point, let it go.
Yeah.
Okay, is anyone watching? Like, truly.
Not me.
Leave in the comments. Are you watching the Kardashians this season? The season finale just aired. I didn't even know. I didn't know. I have not heard a single person talking about it. Like, you guys had so much success. Let it go.
I think it's because other shows, I mean, Love Island really, really took off. Like,
it captured me.
It captured so many people. I mean, our prices on Peacock went up again.
Yeah.
It went from $10.99 to $11.99 and now $11.99 to $13.99.
Yeah, but to be fair, the Olympics is on.
And
I guess that's fair.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
If they start doing like the no sharing password, oh hell no.
I hate that. Like,
Netflix needs to fucking take a fucking seat. Like
$24.99 for my Netflix.
And I can't share my fucking password?
Yeah, or like I can't use it when I travel abroad because like I already have it at home. Like, let me watch my shit.
Yeah,
like,
it's ridiculous.
So annoying. But anyways, like I said, the Kardashians has been renewed for season 6 and they just aired the finale. And truly, who's watching? Like at this point, they had so much success with Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Like that was a massive hit. Let it go.
Yeah.
Like it's basta. Yeah.
Like, well, that's what I'm saying. That a way for them to stay relevant is to somehow incorporate the Love Island cast, because the Love Island cast is what's relevant and will probably be what's relevant for quite some time. I don't think anyone is forgetting any of these people. I mean, PPG on top, girl.
I
am here for the girls. Like, I need more. I need campaigns. I need brand deals. Like, I need these girls to get absolutely everything. Janae just hit 1 million followers on Instagram, and you guys know how I feel about Janae. I love Janae so much. Oh, and she commented on our clip of our podcast, and I literally almost died because I literally love her so much. Like, I'm wishing her and Kenny the very best. I'm wishing Serena and Cordell the very best. I'm excited to see if maybe like they'll share Cordell moving to LA with her, and then I'm excited for Miguel to come and visit Leah.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Let's do a little, prediction. By reunion.
Okay.
Do you think Kayla and Aaron are going to stay together?
I think she is not leaving that man until he leaves her.
Okay. Kendall and Nicole?
No, I don't think they're going to be together.
Miguel and Leah?
Yes, I think they're locked in.
I think they're locked in too. Serena and Cordell?
Absolutely.
Locked in. And Janae and Kenny?
100%.
Locked in. Me too. Okay. I'm excited.
I know. I love that for them. And Janae and Kenny, like, they're so cute together.
They're so cute together. Kenny just seems like such a sweetheart. Janae seems like such a sweetheart. It's just... And same thing with Serena and Cordell. Like, I'm loving everything they're posting. I'm loving all the little things that they're giving us. Because, we're used to watching an hour of them pretty much a day, right? With two breaks. And I think that, they're giving us enough content for us to, hold off until the reunion. But I'm excited. I'm excited how the reunion plays out. I'm excited if everyone's going to get it. Everybody's coming to the reunion.
I believe so. But, like, I'm sorry, and this might sound mean, I don't need Koi's opinion on Kenny and Janae, okay? He went live the other day and was talking about how Janae and Kenny's relationship was fake. You were in the villa for 3 days and you're judging Janae?
Also, you gave nothing.
How do you know?
Janae picked someone else because, like, I'm sorry, why would she pick you when you gave her nothing?
Yeah.
Like... And you know what? Don't talk about my girl. I will defend Janae till the fucking day I die. I love that woman so much. She has been so genuine throughout the show. She took L's and, and she got back up. And now she's with the person that
she was meant to be with.
She's meant to be with. And Koi, who are you to fucking judge? Ugh.
I know. Honestly, Koi gave me the ick when he was judging her for having a higher body count when he had 150 bodies. Like, no judge with your game. Like, do whatever you want to do, but you cannot sit here and judge somebody else. Like, the fact that he was, like, judging her for having over 10, like, be so fucking for real. Like, when you're over here with 150, like, if you're two people who, like, care about that, fine. But, like, hold the standard for yourself that you hold for others.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, like, who fucking cares? Like, whatever happened between somebody and their past, like, who cares?
Also, I've said this before and I'll say it again, and I don't care if I get some hate for it. If you are not on the fucking show for longer than a week, do not be commenting. Especially, like, you left, like, 2 days in, 3 days in. You don't even know Kenny.
Exactly.
How are you talking about him? How are you talking about Janae and Kenny when you never saw them as a couple like
she had like 2 other couples before Kenny even happened. So how would you know?
Yeah, she had Connor and Hakeem.
You are putting your opinion as a fan because you're no longer a cast member at that point.
You're not relevant at that point. Like, I'm sorry to tell you that, but like, I'm sorry, like, this sounds terrible too, but like, Coy was very forgettable. Like, I forgot, like, I was talking about this with one of my best friends that's watching the show right now. Like, I didn't even remember Coy was in the show because like, he just gave nothing.
Yeah. And speaking of Kenny and Janae, like, I just want to put this thought out there, okay? Because of the backseat conversation that was happening of, like, did Leah take a backseat to the Andrea voting or whatever? I don't really give a fuck if she took a backseat or not. Like, I really don't care because that they saved Janae, which Janae had built a friendship with the girlies.
Yes.
And the next day she met Kenny. So at the end of the day, if she took a backseat or she didn't take a backseat, they saved Janae and she met Kenny. And that's what was supposed to happen.
And exactly. Everything happened the way that it was supposed to happen. And I think at the end of the day, when it comes to Love Island, something that I peeped, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, is it's not just about the connections you make with a man. If you're a woman, you have to make connections. You have to build friendships.
Yeah.
How do you think you're going to get through the 6 weeks that you're there or however long you're there if you don't have if you don't build friendships, because if your relationship end, whether it's in real life or in the villa, you're gonna need friends to get you through that. And obviously you don't have family in there, but if you have friends, like, I think that's where Andrea failed, to be honest. I think that she should have done a better job at building not just her connection with Rob, but also the connection with the girls, because that's why they saved Janae, because Janae was a friend. And I think that you know, so many people gave Janae shit for, like, all the guys were like, even Andrea was like, why, like, Janae had her time here, blah, 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 like, which I was very upset that she even said that. Like, girl, please, like.
Janae shared on a podcast that Rob said it should have been you. Yes, dude.
Stop.
Yes, it just didn't air.
Oh,
and, like,
my God.
Fuck you.
And everybody made Janae feel like shit that episode. But you know what? Janae went and found Kenny, and then they came in 3rd place, so fuck all y'all.
Yeah.
That's so rude to say. Like, Janae already felt so much pressure that she was being picked. Like, how could you? I think it was because they thought they were kicking out Hakeem. And then Hakeem was with Janae, so, like, kick out Janae. But no, like, how dare you?
I know, and I think that everybody forgot, like, maybe in that moment in the villa between them, they felt like Janae wasn't, like, a crowd favorite, but she was a fan favorite. Yeah. Like, so what makes you think that because in the outside people really like her, what the girls wouldn't like her too? Like, obviously. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And Serena and Janae and Leah were already, like,
pretty close, pretty
locked in. Yeah, they had their little moments, but, like, they were pretty locked in very early on.
Yeah.
So there was just no need. And I did not like the way that the guys made Janae feel during that time.
Yeah, that was weird. Like, Aaron being so up in arms, like, relax.
I know.
Kayla shared on the Vile Files that if Rob had left that night, Aaron was leaving with him.
Oh my God.
That is insane.
The bromance is bromancing way too fucking hard with those two. Like, Aaron, it was never
that serious. Like, you can see him when you leave. Relax.
Yeah,
like, are you here for Kaylor?
And, like, if I was Kaylor at that point, I would have been like, that would have given me the ick. Like, okay, I don't, like, a red flag. Like, I don't want to be with you. This is weird.
Like, you're not even giving, like, our situation, because it's not a relationship at that time.
Like our connection
a chance, because you want to leave for your bro. Bye. Like, that's so weird. Like, it's not weird because they can't have a friendship. Like, that's fine. But, like, you came to find a connection and you found one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would have been different if Aaron didn't have a connection, if he wasn't with Kaylor.
Yeah.
But please.
Yeah, and then Kaylor followed up by saying that, like, he was just saying that so he would stay. And I was like, I don't know. I feel like had it gone through, I feel like Rob would have left and then Aaron would have left with him. For sure.
So, definitely.
Wild times. But, yeah, I'm very excited to see what happens at the reunion. I'm very excited to see if everybody gets invited.
Me too.
Because, you know, there is, who else was there? Like, the Casa girls, the Casa guys, honestly, I can't even remember their names. The Casa guys, I remember more the Casa girls than the guys.
Yeah, me too.
I think the only Casa girl that's not doing the most is Destiny. She, like, hasn't really posted anything, unless I haven't seen it. But Sydney has, you know, been doing the most. I feel like Daya's not doing the most. She's just talking about it. Yeah. I feel like Daniela, eventually people saw, you know, to her and were like, okay, I really like her. Yeah. I liked Sierra. I know a lot of people don't like her, but, like, I like Sierra. Then the guy side, I genuinely could not tell you their names.
Besides Kane.
Oh, Kane, yeah. I didn't really like Kane.
Yeah, me neither.
He did live dirty. And Leah also said, like, she would not want to see him there. So I'm like, I'm sure the cast feels relatively the same. Yeah. Hakeem also did not like him. Yeah. I'm watching the part where Hakeem was, like, yelling at Liv, and I was like, chill, like, relax. Yeah. And then I can't remember who else like was on the show that came in? Oh, Hannah. I really liked Hannah.
I loved Hannah. Hannah was one of my favorites at the beginning.
Yeah, I felt like she was. I feel like I could have had her on the show longer.
I think that she is dating one of the Casa guys, like one of the guys that came out the villa. I think his name is Josiah.
Yes, I saw the video. I don't think they're dating. I think they're just friends and then just did the video.
Oh, okay.
But I do like her, and I kind of want them to give her a second chance and like come back for next season.
Yeah, maybe like as a bombshell.
Yeah, for sure. But other than that, and Cassie, I feel like Cassie went for like a free vacation and then she dipped, and like they didn't ask Rob any questions about Cassie on the Call Her Daddy.
Do you think that maybe he was like, hey, don't ask me anything about Cassie?
I think that they were just paired up because
they
like
wanted
convenience.
Honestly, they were paired up because they wanted to give Rob an extra day at the villa.
Of course. I do think that there was like some manipulation to make it like Rob stayed on the show longer.
Leah said it was called Rob Island.
Which is crazy.
It's crazy that like they saw it that way because a lot of people saw it that way too. Like a lot of the show revolved around Rob.
I feel like Rob could have gone home earlier.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And he was also very much over it. Like after like Andrea left, there was such a shift in him. Like he was just like, okay.
Yeah, he should have left with Andrea and given it a shot.
Yeah, like go home. And I think that like Miguel, like Leah saying that Miguel was like, it was like night and day from like Rob. Like I love that for her. Like Miguel came in. I'm actually watching the show where he comes in as a bombshell, and I was like, one, he's very sexy. Like let's be honest. Okay, that man is gorge. But like people perception of him was gonna be like he was like kind of be like a fuckboy playboy type. But he kind of like he won me over. I was like I like him a lot.
Me too.
He's lovely. And I like them together.
Me too. I'm excited to see what we see at the reunion.
Yes, very excited. I think it's August 19th or the 15th.
The 19th.
The 19th. I'm gonna be tuned in. I need that whole to be 3 hours. 3 hours. And I would love for them to release unseen footage. Those like keep us afloat. But I mean, once that's over, I wonder if there's going to be like any follow up for them because I feel like it would be a missed opportunity.
Definitely.
So we'll definitely keep you guys updated.
Yes, for sure.
And so that's the end of our podcast today. Thank you guys so much. We always love you guys listening. And I actually changed the Instagram so I don't mess it up every time at the end. So it's Morning Chisme Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. So we'll see you next time, Chismosas.
Bye guys.